In a small village surrounded by mountains and forests, there lived a young boy named Aniket. He was 19 years old, full of dreams, but also full of worries. His father had passed away when he was a child, and his mother worked as a cook in a nearby town to support them. Aniket studied hard, but no matter how much he tried, he always came second. He wanted to become something big, a lawyer maybe, or an IAS officer. But failures kept knocking on his door. Mock tests, failed. Job interviews, rejected. Friends, gone. Everyone seemed to move ahead while Aniket felt stuck, lost, and broken. One evening, as the sun was setting behind the hills, Aniket sat on a rock near the forest, staring into the distance. Tears rolled down his cheeks. "I'm tired," he whispered. "What's the point of trying? Maybe it's better if I just disappear." Just as he stood up, ready to walk deeper into the forest, a soft voice behind him spoke. "Why are you crying, young man?" Startled, Aniket turned around. An old monk stood there, his face calm, his eyes deep, and his white robe glowing in the golden sunlight. I don't want to live anymore," Aniket replied, trying not to cry again. Aniket poured his heart out, his failures, his loneliness, the pressure to succeed, the shame of letting his mother down. The monk listened without interrupting. After a long silence, he smiled and said, "Come with me for a day. If by tomorrow you still feel the same, I won't stop you." Aniket hesitated, but there was something calming about the monk. He nodded slowly. The next morning, the monk handed Aniket a cracked clay pot. "Go to the river, fill this pot with water, and bring it back to me without spilling anything." Aniket laughed bitterly. "But it's broken, it will leak." "Try anyway," said the monk. He did, again and again. Each time the water leaked before he could return. After an hour, he gave up. "This is useless," he shouted. The monk smiled. "Exactly. You're like this pot. You are trying to carry your dreams, your hopes, your success, but your heart is full of cracks from pain, fear, and self-doubt. Until we fix the pot, it will keep leaking. First, we must heal you." Aniket looked at the pot. For the first time, he saw himself in it. After breakfast, the monk took Aniket to a mountain trail. It was steep and rocky. "Climb it," he said. Aniket started. The sun burned, the stones hurt, and his legs trembled. After an hour, he dropped down, exhausted. "I can't do it," he gasped. The monk sat beside him. "What if I told you that there's a hidden treasure at the top?" Aniket's eyes lit up. "Then I'll keep going." The monk smiled. "That's hope. You need a reason, a purpose. In life, your treasure could be success, peace, helping others, anything. But without that reason, you'll stop halfway. So, find your why." That evening, Aniket sat alone and thought. What was his treasure? He remembered his mother, the wrinkles on her face, her tired hands, her eyes full of love. "I want to give her a better life," he whispered. That was his reason. The next day, the monk and Aniket sat under a tree. A yellow leaf slowly drifted from the branch and landed on the ground. "Why did it fall?" asked the monk. "Because it's old," Aniket said. "No," the monk replied. "It fell because the wind let it go." Aniket frowned. "What does that mean?" "Sometimes life is like the wind. It lets go of things or people, dreams, moments. But the tree does not cry for every leaf. It waits for spring and grows new ones." Aniket's heart grew silent. He had been holding on to failures, guilt, and fear like dead leaves. Maybe it was time to let go. Later that day, the monk gave Aniket a dirty, cracked mirror. "Look at yourself." "I look terrible," Aniket said. The monk cleaned the mirror slowly. When he handed it back, Aniket saw something surprising. A boy with kind eyes, strong shoulders, and quiet strength. "Who is he?" Aniket whispered. "He is used once you clean the dirt of doubt and pain," the monk replied. "You are not broken. You are just hidden." On the last day, the monk gave Aniket a small seed. "Plant this," he said. Aniket did. "Now water it every day. In weeks, you'll see a plant. In months, a tree, but only if you don't give up. But it's just a seed, Aniket said. Yes, and you are also a seed, said the monk. Your success is inside you, but you must be patient. You must keep showing up. You must believe.
Aniket looked at the seed again, for the first time in years. He smiled.
2 years passed. Aniket now lived in the city, studying law. He still faced challenges, tough exams, bad days, and moments of doubt. But something had changed. Every morning he would meditate for 10 minutes, just like the monk taught him. He kept a photo of his mother on his desk, and whenever he felt low, he would whisper to himself, "I am a seed, I just have to grow." He never returned to the forest, but the monk's words lived in his heart forever. And yes, he never lost hope again. You're not broken, you're not a failure, you're just like Aniket, a seed waiting to grow. Don't give up, not today, not ever.